What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Terrence Gibson here with another awesome Get Ready for Rebound to Launch video. Rebound is coming. I don't have a date for you yet. It is in production. The programmer is putting in all the best of the best for it. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. So once he let me know it's ready, then we'll know it's ready, and I'll let you know it's ready. You know what I'm saying? Just put in a good prayer for the production manager, his family, just you know what I'm saying, the programmer, just put in a good prayer for him because he's putting something together that's going to be a blessing for us all. For those who take part, everybody's not going to take part, but for those who see the vision, will take part. This is not a cycler, even though it's set up it's more like high ticket. And I'm not gonna say infinity, but it's going to take a little bit of time for each one of these matrices to fill. I don't care which one you're in. It's going to take some time. 88,572 people. The last business I seen a whole bunch of people join real fast was Live Good. And that's been the first one in a while where a lot of people join. So for people's mindsets to calculate first and then want to put out this amount of money, believing they can make that amount of money at the bottom, that's what we have to wait on. And it'll come around. We'll be here. So once they see that the business is going to be here, because 2022 was hard on all of us. A lot of rug pulls, a lot of this, a lot of that. But one thing you understand, I'm known. People know me. There's nowhere I can go. So I'm not one of them jokers that's gonna show up on the videos and then ghost you. I'm known and I'm in the community. And I'm a man of the cloth. So I got all these things going on. So I don't have time to be ghosting you or trying to steal your money. Now I do have to make sure, like you said, like one of my awesome my mom loves to say mentors in the game that's in my Telegram group. Just the knowledge that you can tell that's behind Mr. Porter, and everything that he does when he's asking questions. He's making sure that there's a lot of great things going on in his business and how this and how that. And then we're discussing SEC, like so rebound. You're only gonna have one position per person. So if you want more positions, you got to bring your wife, your children, somebody else in, which may work. Is you putting a one at the end of your name and getting another email address that may work for another position, but just make sure it's better just to put one in your wife's name, your two children. I'm telling you, it's going to benefit them in the end. Anyway, or if you just run it for all of them and just dish out what you dish out. I mean, however you do your life, that's how you do your life. But it will behoove you, at least in the 50, to have the first four positions. Well, yours and then the next three. Because every time somebody falls under your wife or your two children, you're going to get paid and they're going to get paid. All the way down. Well, for you, yours will stop at the first 88,572. Theirs going to go down another level. So you're still going to be getting paid from them. They're going to still be getting paid from the level that you can't get paid on no more because you might have one guy that might come in and he might just shoot straight down the level. So he might just take up the three. It'll be a one, and then it'll be a three, and then it'll be a nine. So it'll be like backwards. But by the time you get down here, look how many payments you didn't receive. It's just one leg just going crazy. But look how many payments you still receive. So really, you're just it'll be a one, and then it'll be a three. So it'll be like eight, then it'll be another three. So you'll be like putting a one here, and then it'll be a three. So by the time they get all the way down there, it's going to be crazy. It just be like so the bottom line would be 19,683 instead of 59,049. It's just doing the math because it's one leg. This is showing the whole three legs together. But if you just take one leg, it's going to be like 1/3 of all these, all the way down. So 1/3 of three is one, 1/3 of nine is three, 27 is nine, 81 is 27. So yeah, it's just going back up. So if you got 19,000 payments from one person, that's $157,000 if you in 100. If you got 19 payments, 1,683 payments from one person, that's $78,000 coming in, trickling in. And these are instant payments. So once you have more than $10 in your back office, you'll have the payments. And he asked one of the questions about how we're going to do withdrawals when it grow. So I do have two doors that will be able to work it. And also too, if it gets like to the point where it's just like rapid, because I don't want to have your information all over all these people with, interest in your information. Because regardless of the fact, I get emails and letters from one was from Bank of America. Somebody stole information and we don't know if you were in the breach. One from USAA, somebody stole information. We don't know if you're the breach. I'm just naming big companies that don't play that bull crap, but somebody working for them stole information. So you got to kind of watch right now. While we lowball like this, we're not Bank of America. It's $1 trillion bank. While we're lowballing like that, we need to really watch other people's money. And then for you to keep yourself safe, make sure your PIN, don't do no 2-digit, 3-digit PIN. Man, make it like a 10-digit PIN. I don't care what you put together, but don't put nothing together that somebody can rip your mail open and look for. You know what I'm saying? Like hackers now, mail, think about it. How many people really get mail? Most of your bills you get it as an email. So if a hacker wants to get your information, don't be laughing at my Christmas cup. I love that big old coffee cup. If a hacker wants your information, they can get it. So use something crazy like T, lower score, capital T, or a bully that you knew. Somebody used to bully, but you shouldn't be bullying nobody in the first place. I'm just saying, just find something crazy to make your PIN. The more secure you have. We got double passwords, we got pins. You ain't got to worry about it. I'm never doing any back office stuff. I'm not gonna do any back office videos, so you ain't got to worry about none of that. So nobody will never know what we're using to run Rebound. So you ain't got to worry about none of that no more. Everything we can do on our end, we're going to do. So if it gets so crazy where it's like 100,000 people, we may raise it to $50, may raise it to $100. But we'll let you know, keep you like yo, withdraw at this point. Because I mean everybody's getting paid. So that might be the same day, it might be the next day. But I'm always gonna look out for the I don't want to say little guy, but say the guy that's not as blessed as much as the rest at that point in time. That's the best way to put it. Because you got to think about it. Everybody ain't who they used to be. I mean, there's some people that started off pretty good, and there's some people that ended pretty great. As you know what I'm saying? Everybody can be a Donald Trump. I know people say, oh, his dad was rich. He gave $1 million. He took $1 million and turned it into what a president, everything else that he got right now. So just like us taking $10 or $20, $100 and turning into something else. So everybody should just look at these people and see what they do and be like, man, I can do this too. And then put your name like one of the biggest buildings in most of the greatest cities. I mean, please. I started with $1 million. So yeah, we all can turn. There still was a lot of, had a foot in the door before us, but it still was a lot of hard work to get to where he is. So let's go ahead and go through some of these matrices and really just go through one. Like to see the understanding is if you got the first spot, right? You got your one spot. Say if you don't get all three, you get your one, and then you're say you're somebody that don't recruit, and then your leader is somebody that does. If you join them first, and then they put somebody else and they put somebody else, the next person goes to you. So they're going to put somebody under you. And then matter of fact, those next 3 people, actually, to tell you the truth, that they put and go to you. Because then 3 going to have to go to the second person and 3 going to have to go to the first person. So instead of you waiting around for the next 9 to come under you, you should be like, yo, I'm getting paid. You got in. Your inviter already put $12 under you. He put $12 and 3 people just fell right under you. You didn't put them in. And you're like, hold up. 12, I still got $30 more to go. So I can get out of this rut because I put $50 in. So let me go tell a few people, I got into this joint and $12 just popped out of nowhere. I ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? My inviter did this. That could be one approach for you to become a recruiter because sooner or later, all you got to do is know that you can do it. Once you know you can do it, I mean, you're crazy. You should see some of these YouTube channels that some people have. Some of them channels as the biggest channels you wouldn't even thought without a inclination in your mind that that channel would get that big. So all you got to do is go out there and just get in front of the camera just like this and talk. The spreadsheet is right in front of you. You got people that watch you. Take your after you do your video, post it on YouTube, take your link, put it on your Facebook page. If this is what you're about, tell people about it. So many people so scared to tell people, or you can inbox people to death. I know a lot of recruiters that just inbox people. They'll never put on it. You don't know what they into on their Facebook page, but they inboxing you to life. You know what I'm saying? Inboxing everybody. Everybody got like 95 people lined up that they believe is going to join everything they get into, and they inbox them. So if you got inbox people, people that believe in you, this is like, yo, you want to earn some extra money? You know some people. $50. Turn into $354,288. Not overnight. It's not overnight. Now, there are people who have the power to make it closer to overnight. But if you know that person, you definitely want them on your team. Because they may not see my video. You know what I'm saying? And then I do know some people who they do a couple of videos, and that $50 joint going to be pretty. I'm not going to say it's going to be all the way full, but the people that they know actually go out and get people too. So they bring in a couple hundred, and then everybody they know, and they got bosses under them, they can bring in a couple hundred, and them couple hundred bringing people that bring in a couple hundred, it can fill out. And that's just that one. So you don't have to join the 100. You don't have to join the 250. You don't have to join the 500. You don't have to do the 1,000. I'm just saying that it benefits you, especially in the beginning. When the doors open, I mean, you're going in there. So no matter how it works, the company is going to be recruiting. Is it going to be people going to be recruiting that's over you? People are going to fall under you. So you only need 11 people on this side to, is it 11? 12 people. 13 for everyone else. 13 for everyone else, 11 for this one. To actually make your money back. You only need 11. That'll bring you to 240. I mean 12. That'll bring you to 240 with 12. That'll bring you to 480 with 12. That'll bring you to 96 with 12. And that will bring you to 48 with 12. So one more, that 13 person to take them over, 13, 13, 13, and 12, because we left the admin fee. So every spot has this has a $10 admin fee, this has a $20 admin fee, this has a $50 admin fee, this has a $100 admin fee, and this has a $100 admin fee. We just left it at 100, just to be a blessing at the end. That's why you make more money at the end. So more money is staying in your pocket, just to be a blessing at the end. And of course, the admin fee is for the admin fee, just to make sure things are running the way they're supposed to be running. Make sure servers are still running. Make sure sooner or later start saving that up, and sooner or later start being able to hire people to run the process your payments. So one thing we're going to do is you worry about your money, and we'll worry about our money. So if you want to have fun up in this, let's go. If you don't do it. That's one thing in life. You got to make decisions. You got to make decisions. You got to do what you want to do. Do what you know you need to do. Do what you choose to do. Don't let me talk you into doing something that you're not ready for. Do it because you want to do it. So if you do have the means of $1,900, I would say get in all of it. But that's what you want to do. But make sure that's what you want to do. Or if you got $200, at least bring in 3 people. Your first 3. As soon as you join, bring in 3 people in. Just go ahead and bring them in. And then that way before, happenstance, your recruiter or whoever brought you in is putting people in and they falling under, you don't want somebody else to be on your first level. You want your family member to. So if you're going to do that, do all that, like have the money ready in the account and just be ready to send. Like you sign the first person up, send the money. Sign the second person, well, sign the 3 people up first, then send the money. Because that way they'll be under you in those positions, and then send the money. And then by the time the money hits, their position is locked, and it's a one-time deal. One-time deal. So you pay that $50, that's forever. So if you decide to come back with, Terrence 1 or Terrence 2, that's another $50. And then, you start here and then you come back in over here, and that's a whole nother 88,572 starting from right there. Or you come in here and then you start down here, that's a whole nother 88,572 starting from there. So there's so many different ways for you to do this. You just can't be Your name just can't have a million positions in here. Your name has one position. Then you got another email address and you add another letter to your name or something like that, and that's something totally different. That's supposed to be a whole other person. If that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. And then you can get another position. I wouldn't say go in and put your name and then put your 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that's you. You could be 2, 3, and 4, or whatever you want to do. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Some people are single; they might not have a spouse and children, or somebody have a spouse and don't have no children yet. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody have children and don't have a spouse. So it's all kind of ways you can fall yourself, you know, inside this matrix. You can be in this matrix and still be great. So you might have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's up to you what you do. It's totally up to you what you do. You just got to have different emails for every account. So one person, one account, one email, one account. All right. All right. So you can see, just I left this up here just so the whole time I'm talking, you're seeing how this thing is going to disrupt the industry. Because I'm trying to tell you, because if you just do a nice amount of work, you get your 3, and then you add a few more at the bottom. And those are people that actually looking to build a business. It's going to start growing. It's going to start growing. Because then they're going to bring people. They're going to bring people. The company's still going to be recruiting. I do have some ideas in the works too. I see a lot of people that are in these postcard and flyer deals where they're killing the game. I'm trying to tell you, man, killing the game. And the guy that does the flyers for them, he's very inexpensive. And if I can get a flyer done with him, you would pay him. Um, or unless we work out a service where he can you can pay in your back office and then we'll pay him or something, but we'll figure it out. Maybe just let you pay him so that way you can be independent. Because that way, if you can build your own relationship with him, and if you got something else you want to do the flyers with, that's you too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll do it like that. That way, I don't want to control everything. I just want to focus on rebound. So probably could do it like that. But he does these flyers, and then of course, you mail them out. But you could pay him a certain amount, and he'll mail them out for you. I'm talking about like 10,000 flyers. You might mail out saying, you're gonna pay like a couple $100, but 10,000 flyers going to people's houses for people who don't talk to people, and the flyer would lead them back to Rebound with your link. I mean, that's a lot. Uh, that's like a lot. So even if you get, what is 300 people is 3%. So if 300 people join you, which is like a 3% out of 10,000, I mean, I don't even know what to tell you on that one. And then also, but you need to understand that you have to be in each one of these matrices to get credit for them to come into these matrices. So if you're not in 1,000 and you one of your letters end up in Bill Gates' doorstep and he ready to join, you're not going to get credit for that. It's going to go up to the person above you. That is in 1,000. So remember that too. So you work on a 50, you work on 100, you work on a 200, you work on a 500, work on 1,000. Maybe you get with the guy and create your own. Just if you're only going to build a 50, just tell them about the 50. You know what I'm saying? They're going to find out about the 100 and 250 and 500, 1,000, or have a way, because you're going to be mailing out the flyer, or if he mails out the flyer. I don't know. We have to find some kind of way for them to get in touch. But once the people start joining, you can get in touch with them because you'll have their information right under. So just get in touch with them like, yo, hey, how many levels are you planning on getting it? You know what I'm saying? And just watch your back office, check it like once a day. You know what I'm saying? Check it like once a day. So we covered the SEC stuff. So these companies are Bitcoin. So you don't have to really be registered anywhere to do this company. You just need to make sure that it's based behind somebody that's not planning on running off with your stuff. That's really what you need to worry about. Because I didn't seen what you call them. They go and they got they show you the contract. Then they say that it was audited. Then they say that there's no way in the world that they still rug pull. So people gonna rug pull, they gonna rug. I mean, you gotta think about it. Regardless of these people with these penny and rug pulls, we still got a Madoff that used to live in New York that just rug pulled the crap out of people. He rugged pulled. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a couple other. It was more than him going on. It's just that after his Ponzi scheme, so many other Ponzi schemes was rated. That's why they had no. I mean, I don't know what they was investing in. I don't know what they wasn't. I mean, obviously they was beating the SEC over the head at first because they never shut him down. So he had some type of thing that they was investing in, but they still rug pulled. And then you got companies that people have stock in Blockbuster or just think of all the stuff that used to be here. Kmart stock, Blockbuster stock. Trying to think of stuff that just ain't even around any. Clear. Remember Clear, the little box you take around and you plug it up somewhere and you get internet? It might be still a company I haven't heard of it in a while. People have stock in Clear. I mean, stock and all these different things that are just null and void anymore. And it just didn't last. So we're here to last. And the more and more we run this thing and the more and more we work together, we can grow and blow this thing up. And just understand everybody gets paid the same. So think about it. Not only are you helping you, but you're helping somebody else. That's how you get ahead in life. Help somebody else. Give and it shall be given unto you. Pressed down, shaken over, running together. Shall men give into your bosom. That's scripture. So give and it shall be given unto you. So knowing that you building your business is blessing somebody else, that should just bless you all together. I'm sowing into somebody else too. I'm feeding my family and sowing into somebody else at the same time. That's the whole life right there. Every time you add somebody, they're blessing the people. Like say if you're a heck of a recruiter and you're adding people on like your 5th level, you're blessing everybody above them, in between you and them, and then the people over you. Because this goes down 10 levels. So you got blessing 5 levels up and 5 levels down. You're blessing everybody. Or at least 4 down. And then obviously you're blessing yourself too. So that's the way it works. Just wanted to come on here and go over some of these things to let you know where our heart is here at Rebound. Because we're ready to take this by storm. Something that a bunch of people can join. I mean, if 100,000 people or something join like they join Live Good, I'm trying to tell you, people lives are going to change because they're not just going to come in because these are one-time payments. So if you're paying monthly for something, you can add these payments up. And $1,900 is not a lot of money when it comes to high ticket. There are high tickets that are 7,000. There are high tickets that are 20,000. There are high tickets that are 30,000. There's some high tickets that are 50,000. So 1,900 is not that much when it comes to a high ticket. You just look at anyone you can think of. Easy one up. They got a 2,000. I think they might got a $3,000 level. I know there's another one with another guy that does a real good job, and I know he got a 6,000 or a 5,000 level. So 1,900, it's not a lot for a high ticket. And then a lot of those, once you get paid a few times, that's it. But these, you're going to get paid no matter who joins, when they join in your organization, all the way down for 10 levels until 88,572 people are covered. So you'll be getting, if you join 1,000, you'll be getting $99 checks from people you'll never know. Because the people got to go somewhere. That's why we did this metrics. And we were looking at a 2x10, which has a lot better spillover, but it just doesn't pay out. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth to get into. These numbers are nowhere near what you would see in a 2x10. So that's why we went by the 3x10, because it actually pays you and gives you more everything for everything that you do. Because this right here, a change like crazy. Matter of fact, let me just show you quick. And then we'll go back. It's 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. See, I'm about to replace a 128 with a 2,000. I'm just showing you the difference in what you be getting paid. That's a 256. That's a 512. And that's a 1,000. I'm replacing a 1,000 with a 59,000. So it should kind of already show you. Let me see, 1,024. The difference. So you went from making 300 and something to $8,184. Mm, it's not sexy at all. So that's why we went with the three. Oh, and we're going to stay with the three. See the big difference? 8,000. I mean, ain't even taxes on the taxes on this. Just like say this was being taxed. Yeah, it's more than 8,000. So that's not even taxes on this. So you can spend $8,000 and you won't even know it's gone. Unless I mean, the richer you get, the more you care about every penny. But some people just won't know it's gone. It's just the first time they ever seen money like that. So that's pretty much it, people. So rebound. You took a shot and you missed. And the rebound, the ball came back. You got your second chance of making this ball and putting this shot in the basket. So what are you going to do? Are you going to put the shot in the basket? What you going to do? And these levels right here, they're going to be called, oh man, I think we got freshman, senior, bachelor's, master's, and PhD. So it's going to, motivate you more that you didn't, took your life to the next level as you go higher and higher inside of these matrices. But that's pretty much it. Everything's right in front of you. I can go back and forth. We'll do more videos on how much you could turn $100 into that, turn 250 into that, 500 into that, 1,000 into that. But mostly most people are going to start here. And if they like what they see here, which that means if everybody comes here, so you got to get the 50 to get to the 100, and you got to get the 100 to get to 250. Got to get the 250 to get to the 500, and you got to get the 500 to get to the 1,000. So everybody's going to be in here. So you got to get them to come this way. So that means it's going to take care of, I'm not going to say the little guy, but the new guy. Let's put it that way. So the new guy be taken care of, and the new guy becomes motivated, and the new guy goes out and becomes a great guy. And of course, guess who's going to be real happy? Your inviter. If you was just sitting there like pine water for some time, and then you like, you know what? I'm going to tell people too. Shoot, I didn't already got my money back. I'm going to tell people too. And then you bring in a whole bunch of people because you didn't even know you had that much influence. And then, of course, your inviter will be like, yeah, because they're getting $8 off of everybody you bring in that you're getting $8 off of. So it just keeps, returning the favor to everybody. Give, 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 give. This is gifting with products. So you're giving, 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 giving with products. Fixing your credit. You can advertise whatever business that you're in outside of Rebound. Do not use your credits for Rebound unless you want to. But then again, it ain't gonna make no sense because if you're recruiting people in Rebound to be in 1,000 and you're in 1,000, they're going to join 1,000, but they might not be under you. So that don't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? So just for use it for anything else. Your flower shop, your tire shop, something you have a brick and mortar, something you do online. Just please let it be stuff that's going to last people. I mean, it's up to you what you advertise, but please don't be doing something that's gonna be here today and gone tomorrow. Because by the time they see your ad, it might even be gone. So try to do some longevity stuff. And I know there's a lot of private groups popping up, but you can figure a way. Do a link tree account and just advertise that. So when people go, they'll go to your link tree and then they can pick and go deep and further with you with stuff. That's another way to do it. Just put your link tree address so when they come, they'll see what you're advertising and everything else you're in at one time. One time. And some people link trees is like 16 pages. I don't know who they think looking at all that. But try to keep it simple. Keep it simple, keep it fun. All right, beautiful people. It's your boy Terrence Kidman saying like, subscribe, rock that bell, join our team. Let's go, let's grow. Let's blow this out the world. Rebound. God bless.